Hello everyone and welcome to another live protocol video. So on this video I'm going to be talking about the ISFP personality type and what I believe to be their best fit role in society. By that I don't mean the only thing that they can do, but what I think they are better equipped to do, something that they can really be good at and they can excel at better than any other type. Of course, every person is different, even inside their own specific type. We cannot reduce people to just a four-letter dichotomy. There's much more nuance to a person than just their MBTI type. And that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you love the show.
What is the ISFP role in society? The ISFP is an introverted, sensitive, and feeling type. They are usually introverts who enjoy the company of close friends and family, more than large crowds or being the center of attention. They feel deeply, and experience a wide range of emotions, in response to outside stimuli. They may struggle with verbally expressing their feelings to others but feel free when they can release their pent-up emotion through art such as drawing, painting, singing. There are many different ways that people with an ISFP personality type can make a difference, and leave their mark on the world. This video will explore ways to distinguish them from other types. The way we do that is by looking into what they produce in combination with their cognitive functions. The first two, or main cognitive functions, are what make the vast majority of how a person interacts with the world. In the case of ISFPs, these functions are introverted feeling or FI, and extroverted sensing SE. These two functions are intertwined. No function exists in a vacuum, and that is why we need to talk about them in conjunction. Introverted feeling, in a nutshell, is about the personal or individual feelings, what is meaningful to them, what feels right to them, is focused inwards. This is where they derive their sense of morals. Like the name says, feelings, individual feelings, which means it is in direct opposition to group thinking. That is why types with dominant FI automatically have TE, or extroverted thinking, on their axis. Dominant FI users prioritize individuality. They push for a society where feelings and emotions are more important than analytical thinking. Every function is trying to bring or win the hearts and minds of others to their own set of values. To sum things up, FI is all about prioritizing the emotional being, all about creating a world where people's feelings are above all else. Not to be confused with FE or extroverted feeling. FE dominant and auxiliary users want to take care or protect other human beings by taking care of their feelings. In other words, FE is meant to be the caretaker of FI. What is SE? ISFP's second function. Now that we know what FI is, we need to couple it with SE, or extroverted sensing. Once again, I need to give a brief explanation of what SE really is. SE in its most basic form is the absorption of sensory stimuli from the outside world. SE values freedom, and SE users can get really angry when people confine them or don't allow them to take in their sensory. They blend the tangible physical environment with themselves. There's much more nuance attached to it though, like being improvisational, living in the moment, not thinking about the future or past. SE is the present, the now. But the side of SE that bears the most relevance to this video is the side that feels compelled to externalize what they absorb from the environment. Like I said before, every function is trying to bring or win the hearts and minds of others to their own set of values, by manifesting outwardly what is inside. ISFPs don't just want to indulge in sensory pleasures, they love to do it, but that is only one side of the coin. The other side is the externalization of what they absorb. Why are ISFPs so creative? Now that we understand what the creating engine of ISFPs really is, we can start deriving our conclusions. FI plus SE creates an engine of mutating and individualizing intense sensory experiences. They take in sensory data and transform it into something new and beautiful. The blending of these two functions in the dominant and auxiliary positions makes them hypersensitive and creative. I'm sorry if the explanation took too long, but we needed the context to be able to proceed to the final point, which is: what is the ISFP role in society? The best way to explain it is by providing an example, and I can't think of anything better than our present society. We live in a society where people are relegated to two roles, workers and consumers. In a very broad sense, we go to work during the day, then later in the evening people seek comfort, stress relief, and decompression. There's a cycle of work and leisure, but when people come home from work, they're not going to indulge in activities that require a lot of brain power. They are tired from working all day, so they look for easy and fun activities to balance the stresses from work life, with more pleasurable pursuits. This means entertainment becomes catered to fill these exact needs, the need for cheap, basic, easy entertainment. This entertainment then gets repeated over and over again, becoming predictable and formulaic. All these phenomena create a mental prison, mental stagnation, and people live in a world devoid of depth and meaning, constantly engaged in shallow endeavors. People often engage in buying things they don't need to alleviate the feeling of lack of meaning, which makes them have to work even more to pay for those things. A new car would make me feel much better, but then novelty fades, and they find themselves chasing after the next thing to buy to fill the void. Which never happens, because all these material things are just a band-aid, they don't address the underlying cause. Ask yourself this question: why are anxiety and depression so predominant in our modern society? How does this happen when we have access to so much more than we ever did before in history? Shouldn't we be happier? For example, if you're in the mood to eat Chinese food, Mexican food, etc., there's a variety of restaurants out there. Heck, you don't even have to leave your home, just order in. And this can be applied to everything, not just food. All sorts of entertainment are readily available to you. But I digress. The point of this video is not to blame society for our misery. There are benefits to it too. Technological progress brought about by the incessant pursuit of progress has produced advances in medicine that prolong and make our lives better. We are now closer than ever to being able to venture out of our little planet into the vastness of the cosmos, and who knows what we can find out there that can potentially benefit us and all the creatures on our planet. Sure, society is not perfect, but it does work to a certain extent, and maybe all it needs is some adjustments. The point is, ISFPs with their art provide liberation from the state of numbness. They wake up people from the zombie-like state that is our money, our phone, and social media. Their natural ability to take in the sensory, individualize it, and produce work that speaks to the soul, reminds everyone that we are more than just workers and consumers. There's more to life than just chasing after money or the next cheap thrill. ISFP's art is different in the sense that it has the potential to be much deeper, meaningful, and non-formulaic. FI dominant and auxiliary SE creates art that has the power to break mental prisons, remind people of the importance of experiencing the side of us that is more connected to ourselves and our emotions. And most importantly, it resuscitates or breathes new life into the soul of humanity.
If you liked the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. That will allow us to keep making more videos like this. For more related content, please click on one of the suggested videos. Thank you for watching.